Hello amazing people, my name is Chenemys and once again you're welcome to my channel. In today's video I'll be teaching you how to make this V-neck bubu gown with a back bow tie and it has two side pockets. Before we get started, I'd like you to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notification button so you get notified each time I post a new video. For this video, let's get started. Now for this video, you'll be needing at least 5 to 6 yards of Ankara fabric depending on the length with which you want. But once you have gotten or determined the length, go ahead and fold your fabric into 4, and then I'm placing both the back pattern and the front pattern together. So on the front pattern, I went ahead to mark 4 inches for my neck width and 8 inches for my neck depth. So right there it is 4 inches at my neck width and then 8 inches for my neck depth. So I marked the 8 inches right there, and I'm also marking 4 inches also for the width. So I went ahead to connect it together, and then I went ahead to mark my V-neck line. Once that is done, I'll take out the front pattern and then I'll drop the neckline for the back pattern. So for the back pattern, I have the same 4 inches for the neck width, but then I'll be marking 11 inches for the neck depth. So 4 inches for the neck width and 11 inches for the neck depth. You will realize that the back neckline is a bit deeper than the front neckline. So once that is done, I'll go ahead and mark 1.5 inches for my shoulder slant, and then I'll connect it to meet my neckline right there. So once I'm done connecting that, I'll go ahead and mark 12 inches for my sleeve opening. 12 inches is also okay for me for my sleeve opening, and then I'm going to connect it a bit forward like so. So I'll come here and then mark 14 inches, which is around my half cut measurement. I'll mark 14 inches right there. And then once I mark 14 inches, on this 14 inches line, I'm going to go ahead and place my hip measurement divided by 4 plus extra 4 inches. So my hip measurement divided by 4 is 13 inches plus extra 4 inches. So that is what I marked right there. Your hip measurement divided by 4 plus extra 4 inches. So once I'm done marking the 4 inches, I'll go ahead and cross check to be sure that I have the same measurement with which I'm supposed to be working with. And then I'll go ahead and connect from my sleeve opening to meet the marked area right there. So once that is done, I'm just going to go ahead and measure what I have. I have 17 inches, and then I'm going to go ahead and place the same 17 inches down to the hem of the dress. So once that is done, the next thing you want to do is to cut out your marked area. So I'll be starting with the front neckline. So I went ahead to cut out the V shape that I had marked earlier. So after that, I cut out the back neckline, also the V neckline I cut right there, and then I went ahead to cut out the shoulder slant, and then from there I went ahead to cut out the sleeve opening. I had not marked the area at the end, so I just had to curve it a little bit so it doesn't have that L shape. So I went ahead to cut it straight down to the hem of my dress. So once you're done cutting it, this is the result. This is what you have, both patterns put together. So now I'm going to be marking where I'll be placing my pocket. I'll be placing my pocket at 19 inches from the shoulder. So place your tape 19 inches away from the shoulder if the person's height is up to 60 inches in length. If not, if the person is around 58, 57, 56 inches, mark 16 inches or 17 inches is okay. So right now I'm going to go ahead and cut the facing for the neckline. You remember this cloth does not have a lining, so you need a facing, a piece that you can use, a piece of fabric that you can use to turn the neckline in. So what I'm just going to go ahead to do is to just cut around the neckline, cut exactly the same measurement for the neckline, and then I'll go ahead and slant the shoulder also. Then I'll go ahead and lift up my back pattern. I'll take it out and then I'll mark at least like 3.5 to 4 inches away from the neckline, and then I'll connect with a curve. I want my facing to be a bit big because I want it to lap very well once I'm done, because I'm going to go ahead and weave the edges. So once I'm done cutting the facing for the back, I'll go ahead and cut for the front. So this is the facing for the back, and then I'll go ahead and cut another one which is going to be for the front piece. So you remember the front neckline is not as deep as the back neckline. So I'll go ahead and place it also on another piece of fabric, and then I'll cut out the neckline on the exact spot. Please make sure your facing and your front neckline align. I'm trying to align the straight lines together so it doesn't have a mismatch. So go ahead and cut around it just like you have done for the back pattern, and then I'll go ahead and curve it also, give it just a shape to fit in. So then I'll go ahead and cut it out like so. So this is also the facing for the back pattern. Once that is done, the next thing you want to go ahead to do is to cut your pockets. Your pocket for this dress, you fold your fabric into 4 and then go ahead and place your hand wide open. Then take a piece of chalk, open your hand wide open and then mark around your hand like so. Just go ahead and give it any shape you want to. So mark around it and then you go ahead and cut it out like so. So once I'm done cutting it out, you will see the result. But then your pocket can take any shape you want. You can make it an L shape, whatever shape you want it to take, but I want mine to be round. So once I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and slant my pocket. I don't want the inner pocket coming out, so I'll slant it like so. Once I'm done slanting it, I'm going to go ahead and cut the bow for the back. So for the bow for the back, I have 14 inches in length and also 14 inches wide. So it is 14 inches deep in length and also 14 inches in width. So I'm just trying to show you what my bow tie will look like at the end of the day. That being done, I'll go ahead and cut out that flap for the back at the back, and then it is 2 inches wide and then about 15 inches long. Although I don't need all the length, but I'll go ahead and trim the length when necessary. So this is the facing for the front and the back pattern, and I've gone ahead to cut and gum stay for it. While working with a V neckline, I like to add gum stay to it so that it gives the V neck this stability in front. I don't want it tearing at the end of the day or so I just went ahead and cut out gum stay for all of it. So I cut out the same gum stay for the bow. I want the bow to stand. I want it to be firm enough, so I'm cutting out. So once you're done cutting your gum stay, go ahead and iron it properly. I've gone ahead to iron mine. That's been done. I'm going to go ahead and place it right sides facing each other. Now I'm working on the front piece first, so place your facing and your front piece right sides facing each other, and then I'll go ahead and sew right it like so. So now I'm done sewing, and this is my V neckline. The next thing to do is to go ahead and notch it. I'll notch the middle. I also went ahead to notch all the sides. Just do your normal notching, just make sure you're not cutting any thread while notching. So I've gone ahead to notch the center and then go ahead and fold it inwards like so, and then I'll give it a good press just to lay it flat. So I'm done ironing it and it's looking flat. And then once that being done, I brought out my back piece, and also I placed the facing and the back piece right sides facing each other, and then I'll go ahead and sew it just like I had done for the front piece. It's just a repeated process. You do the same thing again. So once that is done, I'll go ahead and notch it. Go ahead and notch the middle and also the sides. Once I'm done notching, I'll go ahead and give it a good press. So that's me notching the middle right there. Is very, very important. Make sure you're not cutting any threads while notching, and I went ahead to notch all the sides. Please note that I also did this process for the front pattern. I didn't know my camera was not recording when I did that, so go ahead and give it a good notch and then turn it over, flip it over like so, and then give it a good press. So once I'm done ironing, it's going to be laying flat, and also this is the result. This is what I have after ironing it. It's looking flat and it's fine. So once this is done, I'll go ahead and place my bow tie right sides facing each other. I've ironed paper gum on each of the sides, and then I've gone ahead to sew round it. It's just a square shape, and then what I'm doing right now is notching the sides. I'm notching the sides, so I'll pick my bow piece like this and then make sure I have it open. I don't want it touching each other, so I'm going to go ahead and take one part out like so, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut just right there at the middle. I just want to create an opening where I can turn it out. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it out, turn the right face out. Please, if you want your bow to be firm, just make sure that you go ahead and iron your gum stay on both sides of your bow, both the lining and the main piece. So this process can be a bit stressful and not so easy, but just go ahead and follow it gradually. I'll pull it out gradually, and once that is done, I'll go ahead and make sure that all the edges are out. You want to go ahead and use your scissors and push out all the edges to make sure it is very flat and okay. So this is me pushing out all the edges to make sure that we are all good. Once that is done, I'll go ahead and iron it, give it a good press, and then we're done for the bow tie for now. So the next thing to do is to sew that flap around the neck. So I've gone ahead to sew it straight. It's 2 inches wide and about 15 inches long, although I won't be using all of the length, but I've gone ahead and to sew it straight, and this is me trying to push it out, push the right side out of it. So once that is done, I'll also go ahead and give it a good press, and then this is our bow, and then this is our flap for the neckline. So the next thing to do is to go ahead and place your front and back piece right sides facing each other. You want to join the shoulder together, so right sides facing each other. Go ahead and use one of your facing and then plug in the neckline like so. Close it like I am doing, like so. Just watch carefully what I'm doing, and then go ahead and sew around the shoulder. You go ahead and repeat the same process for the other side. Make sure you're very careful so that your front and back neckline sits perfectly together. So I'm done joining it, and this is what it looks like. They are all flat, laying flat and all together. So once that is done, the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and place my flap around the neckline. Please, you can go down by 1 inch from your neckline if you want, but I don't want to go down by 1 inch, so I'm just going to go ahead and place it like so, and then mark the areas with which I want it to stop. So once I'm done marking that area, I cut it out, and then I'll place it like so. I'm sewing this piece to the back neckline, to the back piece. Please do not sew this to your front neckline. This is going to be sewn to my back neckline, and then I'm going to go ahead and mark where I'm going to sew. So I'll go ahead and sew right there, and then I'm done. This is what it looks like. I've sewn it to my back neckline. So the next thing to do is to go ahead and hem your sleeve. You can do 1 inch, you can do 0.5 inch. Just go ahead and determine the width of your sleeve. So once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and mark the area with which I have placed for my pocket. Remember, I marked 19 inches away from my shoulder line. So I'm going to go ahead and place my pocket right there. You see that slant? Make sure that slant is faced down. So I've gone ahead to sew my pocket to all the sides of my dress, both the front and the back piece. So I sewed, that's the first part, this is the second part, and I'm gonna ahead to sew it on also the back piece. So once that is done, you go ahead and place it right sides facing each other, both your back piece and your front piece together, and then make sure the pockets align properly. So once that is done, you go ahead and sew from your sleeve opening, you go down to meet your pocket round like so, and then down to the hem of this dress. My dress does not have a slit, so I'm going to go ahead and sew it straight to meet the hem of my dress. So once that is done, I'm done sewing, and this is the result. Just go ahead and sew it like so down to the hem of your dress. So the next thing to go ahead and do is to hem your dress. Mine is 1 inch on fold. Yours can be 0.5. Just go ahead and determine the width of your hem. The next thing to do is to place my fabric like so. I'm just folding it to make sure I achieve that bow tie effect. So just go ahead and fold it just the way you see me doing. Once I'm done, I'm going to pick my threaded needle. I'm going to just go ahead and tie the bow tie together. This is just to help me secure it, nothing more, nothing less. So go ahead and tie yours, make sure it's firm, and then I'm done. This is the result of my bow tie. So I just picked a piece of fabric, and then I went ahead to pipe it like so. So once I'm done, I went ahead to sew it just to secure it together, and then with it I'm going to tie the rough edge of my bow tie. I'm going to be closing that part together. Why this is important is because you want to cover that hole with which you did your turning in with. So I've gone to my sewing machine to sew it, but it wasn't firm enough, so I want to use my needle and thread to sew it together to make sure it's holding the bow together. So this is a very simple process. Just go ahead and do it the same way you see me doing it. So once you're done doing it, it's time to attach your bow to your dress. So to attach your bow to your dress, just go ahead and mark the center or the middle of your back piece, and then go ahead and come down just 1 inch away or 1.5 inches away from your neckline, and then go ahead and attach your bow. Attach it at the middle and also at the edge right there. On the right side, you attach that part and also attach this So with this, we've come to the end of our tutorial for today. I'd like you to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notification button so you get notified each time I post a new video. See you in my next video. I love you all. Bye.